Hey everyone, Christian here from the Calcio Bros, and it's coming up once again another weekend of Serie A excitement. I hope everyone did enjoy the international break, as much as we don't really look forward to it anyways. I know Italy actually had three games this time instead of two, and I honestly feel with these because one of them was a friendly and two of them were the Nations League games, but Nations League basically a way of saying glorified friendly. I don't know if I can continue to take it seriously. I don't know. It's not. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it does help to keep an eye on how some players can perform on international level in some instances of a game. But I know they're trying to make sure that friendlies are a little more competitive. But I don't know. But anyways, it was a lackluster performance. Anyways, from Italy, they did go and thrash Moldova in the friendly of the first game. Then they go and tie Poland 0-0, tie Netherlands 1-1. Italy's right now second in their group with Poland taking first, Netherlands third, and Bosnia fourth. So it's okay for Italy where they are right now, but they would hope to do better, and I guess Mancini will look to get more from his players. I know Italy again has been playing well; they've been playing better, but I still I don't know. It seems like they shut off. Like they can dominate for periods of time, seem like they're gonna win it, but then go on that little bit where they can't get anything together and they may just lose the game. So that's something what they have to look towards going forward. And the same thing too is that they qualified for Euros, so for them, like their job is done, and it's just getting these friendlies out of the way, seeing who is in form and who they can keep onto the national team. Yes, they have the guarantees for sure, but they need those extra reserve players as well. And even Chicho Caputo, who became the oldest debutant goal scorer for Italy at 33 years of age. So congrats for him as well. But I actually want him to see him maybe as that like fourth, third or fourth striker, whoever, or depends on what Mancini decides to play and who to bring in and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it all depends on that. So I just hope Italy plays well. We have a good mix of young and old, but we do have a lot of youngsters who are looking great, looking fantastic. I do hope Zaniolo will come back in time for Euros next year. All as long as everything goes smooth and sound. So there's that, and like I said, it's just to keep an eye on how we do it, and yeah, it's a tough debate again. Immobile and Belotti both for their clubs, then go for their country who can't seem to catch a break. There's always, I don't know, there's something the matter there with the main role in that striker position for Italy. Uh, how to expect to win games with not a true number 9 in there? What are you going to do, right? Anyways, so let's get away from the international break going into this week's Serie A match. So before we get into round four, I want to quickly recap round three. There was one controversial moment. We will get into that as it is the last topic in round three. So we had one game on Friday, which was Fiorentina Sampdoria. Sampdoria came away with their first win of the season to beat the Viola 2-1. On the Saturday, 9 a.m., Sassuolo Crotone. Sassuolo taking all 3 points here as they beat newly promoted Crotone 4-1. 2:45, we had Udinese losing to Roma, and Udinese going their third consecutive game now without scoring a goal. So bad signs there for them. They really need to work something in their team. They actually also picked up a good signing in De La Feu. They did bring back Pereira, who they had sold to Watford years ago. So bringing in De La Feu, who did play extremely well with Milan when he was in Italy, is a good pickup. He should do well. Hopefully, he can link up with DePaul and Lasagna. Let's see how he can work into Luca Gotti's team. So, wonder if some change of fortunes could help them. We go into Sunday, 6:30. Atalanta Cagliari finishes 5-2 for Ladea, and they just continue to steamroll teams. There's no stopping them. They are the funnest team to watch right now in Italy. So kudos to them to keep up the excitement and keep up what they are doing. 9 a.m. we had three games. Parma beating Verona in a bit of a shock there. A lot of people, this is like the upset there. Parma earning their first victory of the season, and to cap off against a strong Verona side who started off the season pretty well. Um, we also had Benevento Bologna and Benevento getting another crucial victory. You know, they're 2-0 and 1 now. So that's actually a really great start considering, like I said, they won 15, 14, whatever the hell it was, games with consecutive losses. So much improvement. In Zaghi is doing well. He just has to keep it up, make sure his players stay focused going forward, and that they can continue to pick up points where they need to. The last game at 9 a.m. was Lazio Inter. This was a great game to watch. Inter led at half before Milinkovic-Savic equalized. A couple incidents also in this game. Vidal tackles Immobile from behind, and as Immobile is on the ground, he sort of swings his arm a bit, but I feel like the way I saw it, it seemed like Immobile is just trying to, like, he didn't even know who was behind or where he was. He's just trying to, like, move his arm, but he just goes and hits Vidal, and Vidal goes down like he's just been shot in the face. But oh, he Immobile got sent off for that. But I feel that was, I don't know, that was a little. It could have been a red, but it could not have been a red. Like, there was too much into it. There wasn't that much into it, but like definitely a card. Not sure if I could say red. Like, I don't know if it was a viable red. I don't know if you could give that a red, but the ref did. He got sent off, and then later on, Sensi pushed, I believe, it was Patrick, and oh my god, like, are you an Olympic swimmer or something? Like, since he just pushed him a little bit and he acted like he was like fully punched in the face, like, even looking at the referee, and since he goes and gets sent off for that to me is absolutely ridiculous. Like, that one for sure compared to Immobile's is not a red card, yellow at best, but that was totally absurd. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. But anyways, both these teams split the points here, and they will hope to rebound in the next week. The 12 p.m. game was Milan Spezia. Milan managing to take all 3 points here after going goalless at the break. Spezia were managed to hold on before finally conceding goals from uh, Leao and Theo Hernandez, who of course goes on his sprinting, darting runs and just shoots it back far post. So the last game was supposed to be played but didn't happen, and Juve ended up getting rewarded the 3-0 victory, with Napoli being deducted 1 point as well. So Napoli, after playing Genoa had all their outbreaks. Napoli then came with a couple of positive cases in Zielinski, and I believe it was Elmas. Insigne was injured, but there's this whole thing saying they weren't allowed to travel because of local authorities, but supposedly there was no word from the local authorities saying that they could not travel, and they had, supposedly Napoli had already canceled all their flights and all this other crap that they did before they even did this. But Juventus did what they thought. They just put out an 11, do this, do that, like be at the stadium or whatever. Napoli thought they were doing what's right in staying home, quarantining, but at the same time, it's only two players compared to the outbreak of 10 players. But I understand they were playing Genoa, who did have their outbreak. They want to be sure. And supposedly there are growing concerns in that Campania region because of growing cases. Nothing's been confirmed. But even if the league knew this was going on, they should have postponed it or said there had to be like an actual statement. And the thing is, too, even Napoli did not post a statement beforehand. There should have been some type of uh, announcement made, some type of thing coming from the club, but no. The only thing they said was afterwards, when they got the penalization, said they respect all the rules and the protocols, and they thought they were doing what was right. But this whole thing was a mess. It was a complete shit show. Like, it's when the top. I can understand if it was like a men's league or recreational, whatever, but it's pro football. What the hell are they doing? Make a decision either to postpone or to do something. Say you have to play or this, but like, I don't know. There's contrasting results saying they could not travel or they could. Like, there's something there that was not clear. And this result happened. Napoli is set to appeal it, trying to see if something can get worked out. But I don't know. It's very, I don't know if I want to say against them, but it's tough. But anything can happen. But like I said, this should have been dealt with before it came to it, and before this whole issue arose, right? But I, to me, it's just absurd. It's really just absurd. Who would have honestly in Serie A, one of the top 5 leagues in Europe, even the world? Well, we'll say the world because Europe has the best leagues in the world. But oh my god, like I don't know how much I can say this. It's just horrendous. So let me know guys, what your thoughts were on this whole incident here of the Juve Napoli. Who do you guys think was in the wrong? What do you guys think the league should have done in this instance? Should the game have been played for sure? Do you think Napoli could have traveled? Did not? I know they say the league does say you have to have 13 healthy players to play the game. They did. But supposedly they're all in quarantine. I don't know what happened. Like I said, like there's all these things coming up. It's hard to believe what's out there. So I want to hear what you guys think about this situation and any other topics you want to discuss about round 3 of Serie A. So, anyways, we'll get into round 4 happening this weekend, starting with at 9 a.m. Napoli Atalanta, which is sure to be a great match here. Napoli will try to look and rebound after not playing against Juve, against a hot Atalanta side. This is going to be a very feisty affair here. If it wasn't for that, the 3-0, we'll say Napoli still have no goals conceded and have looked very great up front in their three with Insigne, Osimhen, and Mertens. I know Insigne is injured as well. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make it. Ilicic, I know, is called back up into the Atalanta squad, so we'll see if he'll start or even come off the bench. It's great to see him back after his personal issues with his wife and whatnot, so it's great to see him back in the lineup. Midday, we have one of the biggest games of the weekend as well, the Derby della Madonnina between Inter and Milan. This is sure to be a great affair here. As we remember last year, we were treated to such a spectacle. Milan up 2-0 at half, Inter coming back to win it. And that is great. That is what the derbies are. I know Milan have not won since 2016. They have not won away since I believe it was 2010, maybe. But they will be sure to try and right those wrongs. Make sure they don't concede like that. They want to be tight at the back. Romagnoli said to come back, but I know with Inter they are missing a lot of players. But even with those players missing, they do look like a fierce side because they do have 6 positive cases. They got Radu, who definitely was not playing, Bastoni, Skriniar, Nainggolan, um, Gagliardini, and oh my God, who's the? There's one more person I don't even remember. There's at least 6 cases for sure. Um, yeah, I don't remember the sixth one, but the still they're missing those key players, but their probable lineup still looks very, very difficult to beat. So just be sure to check it out, and I hope we get treated to another amazing game here. We also have a second game at 12 o'clock, and that is Sampdoria Lazio. I'm sure both teams will look to continue their run of form. Lazio want to get a win, while Sampdoria wants to keep going in a positive direction by getting another win against the Biancocelesti. So let's see how Ranieri can fare up against a bit of a struggling Inzaghi here, considering they didn't do that much in the Calcio Mercato, so that's a bit of a weakened Lazio side. But anything can happen here. 2:45, we have Crotone, Juve, and Crotone. Actually, I don't even know what's gonna happen here because now supposedly McKennie and Ronaldo both tested positive after international break, and the whole Juve side is in quarantine. So are we gonna have the same thing that happened with Juve Napoli, where Juve won't travel to Calabria? I don't even know. Like, I really don't know what's gonna happen. We'll just have to see if they are going to show up or not. It will be I guess a question up in the air to see what will happen. I know Dybala is in doubt as well, so Juve missing a couple key players as well. Let's see if Pirlo can just get a win here. It should be a win for Juve considering the quality of their players, anyways. But without a leader like Ronaldo as well, I know they can still play. And I know that they would hope to get him back in time for the Barcelona game. It's gonna be a very tight decision, but I don't think he will make it. But we'll have to see and hope that he recovers very soon. Moving on to Sunday, 6:30, Bologna Sassuolo. Uh, I think it's going to be a tight affair here. De Zerbi as well working well. Sassuolo playing well. Like they're very fun to watch as well. Bologna, struggling a little bit here. Hope to be a little more consistent. Get some more positive results. Mihailovic looking to get more from his men and hopefully he can do just that. 9 a.m. we have two games. We have Spezia Fiorentina. Spezia will hope to get another win out of here, while Fiorentina will hope to rebound after losing their last two games. So both teams want to just try to get some type of positivity going. Spezia can put up a challenge, but it depends. They're missing their only goal scorer in Galabinov. He could be back, actually. I could be mistaken, but I know he picked up a bit of a knock against Milan. So, if he's in the lineup, maybe he can cause a bit of a threat, but it's hard when you can't. When a team relies too much on one person to get the goals, then there's some type of issues there, and they need someone else to step up in his place, because otherwise you're going to be shit out of luck. Second game is Torino Cagliari. Torino has lost both their games so far. Again, they're a game back because the Genoa Torino game got postponed because of the outbreak with Genoa. So they would hope to get their first win of the season. While Cagliari, same thing. We'll also be trying to look for their first game of the season after drawing one and losing two of their first three games. There can only be one winner, really. Both teams can be drawn, but only one winner here. So let's see who can get it. 12 p.m. Udinese Parma. Udinese will look to get their first goal, and like I said, with Pereira, Delafeu, hopefully they can get something going. And I know last time against Roma, Pereira had just returned to Italy, so he wasn't in full shape. Wasn't able to last the full game, but maybe he can do better now. And they would hope to just do better. Parma want to continue on their run after earning their first victory last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the hell it was, against Verona. So they will hope to go forward with that. Should be a tight game here, I feel, maybe. Who knows? 2:45 on the Sunday is Roma Benevento. Gonna be a great game here. I feel Benevento have looked great. They do look like a tough team to beat. They, as much as Inter beat them 5-2, Benevento still put up a bit of a fight, and they did play some nice attacking football. So we'll see. Especially Roma can struggle a little bit. So it's gonna be kind of tough to say, but I think it'll be great. Another great game here, a great spectacle at the Olimpico. Now to end off, we have last game on Monday at 2:45. Verona Genoa. Verona will look to bounce back after losing their match against Parma. Well, Genoa will try to get back after losing their last match and getting absolutely thrashed by Napoli 6-0. So they will hope to get bounced back, but I know they're still missing a lot more players. So they'll hope to do what they can with who they have. Anyways, guys, so those were all the fixtures for round 4. I'm still not going to do standings yet, as it is still pretty early for that. So let me know what you guys think. Also, be sure to let me know what you guys think of the Derby coming up, Napoli, Atalanta, and any other games that you think are important to keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Calcio_Bros. If you haven't already done so, click the bell to receive notifications on all our latest videos and subscribe for more Calcio content. We'll hear from you guys soon. Ciao.